Hello everybody, this is JD again. What do we need to do right now to save our environment and enable us to drill and get oil off the coast? What do we need to do to prevent what happened in the Gulf from ever happening again? Well, first, no shortcuts. Plain and simple. How is it they say they're going to stop this well? They're going to have to drill a relief well from the side. And then what they'll do is, once they get into the main well, they will fill it down there with cement and totally block the well off. That needs to be done on every single well we have off the coast. Every single well should have a relief well drilled so that within 5 days the finishing of the relief well could be done, and by 7 days and no longer the well could be totally blocked off deep within the earth. People, understand me. I believe in developing our natural resources to the fullest extent, but at the destruction of the planet is not the answer. Yes, I said it. I believe in developing all our natural resources, but not at the destruction of the planet. There is no shortcuts to doing a job right. There is no shortcuts in making it work. There is no shortcuts. After this experience, every single well off our coast, our government should have a relief well drilled immediately, so that if any time an incident happens to where they cannot stop that well, within 5 days the relief well can be finished, and within 7 days it will be completely shut down. No ands, no ifs. When I become president in 2013, Obama, that will be a requirement. Now it's up to you to stand up to the table. It's up to you to take leadership, Obama. It's up to you, to Congress, to quit worrying about the money in your back pocket and start caring about this nation, its environment. You hypocrites! You Greenpeace phonies! You remind me of the late 60s. You all say, oh, I'm for, but you're not. We have to develop our natural resources, and we have to manage them. And we have to protect the environment. And it can be done. You're like those hypocrites in the 60s that yelled during the Vietnam era, peace, 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 not war, peace, not war. And then they'd fight with anybody. That's not peace. That's war. And you people, oh, green, green, green. Oh, give me some money. Oh, yeah, well, we don't need to be that green. We don't need to be so green to shut everything down. We need to look at items and decide how to develop them without hindering our own environment. How to develop them. This well has given us a lot of insight, the people, on what is actually going on out there. The shortcuts that our own government is allowing. The garbage that is being thrown into our oceans. The job can be done right. Make it so this will never, ever happen again. Not just the deep wells, every single well off the coast will have relief wells drilled so that within couple days, that relief well could be finished into the well and shut off if anything should happen. Not a maybe, not an if. Every single well. I always said, and don't say that's impossible, because you're looking at a man who doesn't believe in the word impossible. And don't say, oh, that's going to cost billions of dollars. Right, it is. But just BP alone made $69 billion last quarter. So for one quarter, they don't show a profit. But in the return, the price that we will get and the money they will save from a catastrophe like this in the long run will be astronomical. We can drill off the coast. We can drill deeply, and we can drill safely. But we will put in place precautions so that if something goes wrong, it can be controlled. In my platform, I say develop our natural resources to their fullest while properly managing them. That's what I mean. In California, look at all those fires they had last year that totally destroyed millions and millions of acres, killing thousands upon thousands of animals and millions of plants because of improper managed forests. This is what I'm all about. Any of you ever wanted to study the American Indian and how they lived within the environment and how they utilized it? That's what we must do. Part of my group that's going to go into the White House is definitely going to have people from Greenpeace. People who believe 100% in developing and saving the environment. Because I need them. I need their inputs. I'm sorry, my cabinet is not going to be made up of Democrats or Republicans. My cabinet is going to be made up of Americans. My cabinet is going to have people in there who believe that, whoa, we shouldn't do anything to the environment. Why? Because when I get the developer there and the person who says, oh, we do nothing, together, they'll come out with the right answer that needs to be done. When I was a young kid, I got a National Geographic that showed these little tiny white seals off the coast of Nova Scotia. And how, for their fur, they were clubbed to death. And I thought that was the most horrible thing I ever read. I thought it was disgusting, and somehow that needs to be changed and corrected. I didn't say we don't get the furs, but there's got to be a better way to do it. Same thing with the oil. We will get the oil, but there's got to be a better way. The forests, we will get the lumber, but it will be managed, it will be corrected, and it will be done right. So that if anything should go wrong, we can help save the planet instead of destroying the planet. The only thing I cannot see that we can prevent is things like Mount St. Helena. When a volcano blows, there's not much we can do to stop that. That is Mother Nature. That's the earth telling you who is the real boss. We will respect that. But now, Yellowstone, we have so much thermal power there we can use without destroying Yellowstone. See? That's what it's all about. Managing. God gave us this planet. It's up to us to manage it and utilize it correctly, not destroy it. I'm not a Greenpeace freak, I'll tell you that right now, but I will have some very strong Greenpeace people within my group. Just like I'll have some very strong industrialists. And I'll lock them both in a room till they come out with the answer on how to do something and how to do it right. You see, I believe we can develop and go to the 21st and the 22nd and the 23rd century, and in less than 8 years we can do it. So, right now, Obama, Congress, get a simple law that states every single well off the coast of the United States, no matter where they are, will have a relief well drilled so that within 4 or 5 days that well can penetrate the main well and stop all flow if anything should happen. Not 4 or 5 months. This is JD. We must learn to utilize our environment and manage our environment. We must learn to save the world and yet use the world. And we can do it.